Hello, everyone. My guests today, founders of a company called ThermaFLX, Nick, Jose, and Ross Lorberbaum. Did I pronounce your name correctly? Ross. I
That's
practiced
it.
a few
Tough
times.
one.
Okay, very
Yeah,
good.
you got it. Absolutely.
Finally, it was trial number 5.
Right.
So, guys, for our listeners, what is your company called, right? It's ThermaFLX, right? And what is it that you do?
Correct. So ThermaFLX is a brand that we've developed to launch a new product that really gives a means and a new way to utilize hot and cold therapy. So our flagship product is actually a hot and cold therapy garment, which is just something completely new to the market. And there's a lot that we can get into as why we developed it, who it's for, how it works. But that's kind of what we're presenting here today.
Okay, so it's hot pack and cold pack. It's hot packs and cold packs within clothing garments, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
So I think you're familiar, you know the limitations of standard hot and cold therapy, whether you're utilizing individual packs for different body parts, wraps for maybe a rotator cuff, chest. It's really a lot of individual targeted means of applying hot and cold therapy. And really the limitation is a decrease in mobility, having to stay, in one place for the therapy, not up and active. And really, it's just a lot of products that you need to be able to treat different body parts. So what we are driving at with this product was to really give a means for easy application of hot and cold therapy while remaining active, while living your life, and avoiding restrictions that's kind of tied to normal hot and cold therapy practices.
Got it. Before we get into the product, I want to go over your background. So, Nick, I'll start with you. What's your background and how did you guys found the company?
Basically, I have an engineering background. I have my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. I have my master's in nuclear engineering, and I have a master's in business administration. So that is my educational credential. Me and Ross, we've been best friends for quite a while. I mean, I was an athlete myself at some point in my life, and fitness, sports. That's always been my passion. So this is something that's like very near and dear to our heart, and we build it because we've experienced some of these issues like during the course of our lives, and we wanted something that would give us therapy on the go.
All right, thank you. And Ross, what's your background?
Right, so Nick and I are very similar in backgrounds. By schooling, mechanical engineering for me. In practice, I work for a mechanical nuclear engineering firm. So really coming from a very technical background, and the other members of our team are similar in nature. We've ranged anywhere from finance, engineering, marketing, leadership, mentorship, and we really have a pretty good variety. But for Nick and myself, it's an engineering technical background.
Very impressive background. And you guys met in school. How did you meet?
We actually met at work. So we worked at the same company, and then we became best friends. We actually roomed together for quite a while as well. So we've been best friends for quite a while, and we had similar interests. So that's how ThermaFLX came into being.
Got it. And when did you guys found the product? The company, I should say.
So we really started taking this off roughly 2 years ago, and it's been quite a journey since then.
I could imagine. Okay, and how many partners are currently in your company?
We have 4 founding partners. We've expanded to include some additional roles and responsibilities with individuals outside of the original 4, but we really started it with a core of 4 equal founding partners.
Okay, got it. And you guys all in the same location, in the same town?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. You guys in Dallas, Texas? Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, got it. All right. So since you started the companies, how many products do you offer now? It's in pre-sale, I believe, right? So is it 2 products or is it 3 products that are in the market they bring into the market?
Right. So for our entry, we really just have our flagship product, which is the hot and cold therapy garment. And we also developed and utilized hot and cold therapy packs, both developed by ThermaFLX. They can be used together. The packs can be obviously used separately, but really it's all geared towards a full body garment that's utilized for hot and cold therapy.
Sure. And how are you guys different from hot and cold packs that are already on the market?
Right. So I touched a little bit, but really what we're really driving at is ease of application. So we want people to be active. We don't want to restrict your life. We don't want you stuck on a couch leaning on a hot and cold therapy pack. We want you to be able to have a means to apply evenly distributed therapy to whatever muscle group you need. And really, with our garments, you can target any combination of major muscle groups, all with one product. Our packs are dual purpose, meaning that you can throw them in the freezer or an ice bath. You can put them in the microwave or a hot bath. It's an all-in-one pack that can be utilized for hot, cold, and also thereby contrast therapy.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, just to add to that, basically what we are trying to accomplish is like, therapy on the go. So, somebody who needs hot and cold therapy, like, who's actually underwent an injury or whatever, basically our intent is for them to be able to wear our garment underneath their work clothes, like, have hot and cold therapy while they're at work, while they're like going to work, whatever.
Mm-hmm. I see. All right. And that's something you wear underneath your regular clothing, right? Athletic clothing, or some sort of other
you
clothing.
can, or you can use it as it's designed for, it's designed very aesthetically pleasing. So so you can actually wear it as a garment by itself, like, say you're at the gym, whatever, but you can also, like, if you're going to work, you can also wear it under your clothes.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Got it. And so what is your retail price on these, on the pre-orders, I should say? For each
So
product?
retail price, that's kind of a two-pronged answer. Retail price is $99.99. That's for the full therapy garment set. We're actually running a Kickstarter currently as a campaign to try and generate some funds. It's not our only means, but we're trying to generate some funds for initial inventory procurement. So we actually have early bird specials on there and discounts, so you can get the therapy garment to through that platform for as much as 40% off. And really, we're offering a $15 discount just in general on Kickstarter, but retail is $99.99.
So does that mean once it goes into market, it's going to be $160 per garment?
No. Once it goes into market, it's $99.99. We're offering up to 40% off of that on Kickstarter, meaning that it's going to be, $60 on Kickstarter currently for a limited quantity. Right.
I understand. Got it. Okay. And so you mentioned, right, hot and cold, I'm in, rehab world, physical therapy. You're targeting athletes mostly, or you're targeting just regular population, people that have pain, patients of all ages, or are you guys targeting specific population?
So that's the great thing about this product is really our target audience is really huge. We're going for, the everyday people to weekend warriors to athletes, really anybody that has a physical ailment, whether it be chronic or intermittent. We are really geared towards providing relief just for the public in general and anybody that could find relief with hot and cold therapy. So as you know, it's just a cornerstone in so many rehab and relief protocols. It's a long proven method, and we're trying to bring that to people to use on the go easily. Got
it. And in terms of sizing, right? So it's a garment, right? So it has to be put on by people of different, weight classes, weight and height. So is that a stretch, or is it, come in different sizes?
Right.
It does come in. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
No, it does come in different sizes. We have sizes ranging from extra small all the way to extra large. But this is a stretch garment, so we recommend that you guys use a size smaller than what you guys typically use on your regular clothing. This is just to ensure that the compression fit holds the gel packs in place, and that way you get that therapy.
And just to be clear, I looked at the product online, and I want to just double check something with you guys. So if I have pain in my lower back, there's a specific pocket on lower back, or is it limited to certain joints?
Right. So our garment's geared towards covering every major muscle group, especially the back. I mean, you probably know, I think the back is the leading cause of disability.
Yeah.
80% of people experience back pain or problems at some point in their life. So we have upper back, mid back, and lower back coverage. I'm actually using the product right now for some sciatica issues in my lower back. So, you know, we have a lot of coverage on the garment, and the intent is for it to be an all-in-one product. Treat what muscles you need treated.
Thank you. And do you order gel inserts separately, or it comes with the garment?
Our garment sets do come with gel inserts. However, we do offer different packages for additional gel inserts if needed.
Got it. And you sell gel inserts separately as well, right? Besides the garment.
Right. Right. Yeah. So we have two shapes of hot and cold therapy packs. They were developed to work with our garments. And the main objective of these is to provide the necessary coverage, and the shapes were developed to avoid restricting range of motion. So we have these strategically placed on different muscle groups to be able to give you the therapy that you need while keeping you up and active.
Good. And what is it made out of, the gel packets?
So the gel packs inside are kind of a proprietary blend. They're non-toxic. They were made for long-term use. The cycle life is very high on these. So really the material that the exterior is made of was developed just for longevity and durability. We understand that people are going to be using these in a variety of different applications, and we really wanted to focus on quality of construction. So durability, longevity were main focuses for the therapy packs.
So you mentioned proprietary. So you have any patents pending right now?
We actually do have this patent pending currently.
Got it. What, on the product itself or on the material?
It's a broad coverage patent, so it's on the product itself.
Got it. Okay, thank you. And guys, in terms of investment, how much money have you invested of your own? So
we have put forth quite a bit into this. Everything that's been put into it so far has come from individuals within the team. And that amount's been, you know, whatever's necessary to do the huge number of product iterations and prototyping that we've been through with a variety of different manufacturers. Where we stand currently with our investment is we have a finalized product. We have our website and social media platforms ready. We have our supply chain set up. All the initial investment that goes into this product is done. And really the only thing left is procurement for initial inventory to really get our supply chain running, cyclical, and ready for distribution. So really,
investment that you put in, can you give me the number? Is it over 100,000, under 100,000?
You know, I'm not even sure I have that number.
Approximately, you know, what's the ballpark?
I think we have an account in the group. If I had to guess, I would probably say somewhere around 40 or 50,000. But that number is really, right, that number is really loose and unconfirmed.
And all four founding members right now, they all invested some, you know, some amount.
That's correct. Yeah.
Got it.
Right.
I see.
And a lot of that expense actually went through for the patent. So, you know, getting that patent is very important for us because, you know, this is something that we developed. So that's where a lot of our investment went in.
And your patent pending, is it only for the United States or it's a global market?
That's a domestic patent.
Domestic one. Okay. Got it. So guys, have you done your feasibility study on your product, the product validation? And what, if you did, what did you use?
Exactly. So really, as far as product validation, hot and cold therapy is validated on its own. It's a long proven method. So really that removes the necessity of looking into that aspect of it as part of the therapeutic effect. Really where our validation came in is verifying that the garment provides evenly distributed therapy through any range of motion and condition. And that went through extensive testing through really just trial with a variety of different individuals that we contracted out. So, you know, it's well known that the body has many intricacies. There's all different body types and sizes. So one of the things that we focused on in our product validation was for the different body types and the intricacies of each person's body, does each pack remain compressed evenly on the body part that's intended for the therapy. And that's really where our validation came in. So that's kind of the extent of what we've done so far.
Have you done any surveys, phone calls, things like that to just find out if, people would be interested in buying your product?
Exactly. So we've actually done surveys, direct feedback, phone calls, all different means through social media, different platforms and groups. Really going through this process, feedback was extremely important to us just because we're here to help the end user. So we wanted that feedback from the end user.
Got it. And what survey did you guys use? What survey tool?
A lot of our surveys were, SurveyMonkey is our go-to.
Sure. Okay, very good. So your supply chain, you guys use different countries for a supply chain, or you're in a specific location? Which regions you guys use?
We are procuring our subcomponents internationally. We have a bunch of different suppliers that we've already sourced. They've already fabricated the initial products, then we actually tested it out just to make sure that it meets our quality standards. So we have suppliers all over the world that actually feed into the final product.
Mm-hmm. Got it. And the final product is done here, or it's done in a different country?
It is the final product is assembled and supplied to the United States, and we are shipping it from our warehouse.
Got it. Okay, very good. So have you looked at your competition? You guys know where your competition is, if there is any?
Yeah, we have done extensive looking into competition. Really, like I said in the beginning, this is a one-of-a-kind, new to the market garment. It's really something that stands out from the crowd and is new. We know all of the traditional modalities of applying hot and cold therapy, and we have a good handle on the competition, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And so when I say competition, I know the gel inserts, not inserts, but the gel packs themselves, they exist. So you're referring to the garments themselves, right? So they're
exactly.
Got it. Okay. Okay. And what quantity, guys, you plan to make for the first production?
So I don't think that we have formally finalized that number. We've set up our distributors to handle any amount of quantity. We have backup distributors in case we end up needing more quantity than their capacity can handle. But really, at the stage we're at right now, we haven't finalized the initial order quantity.
But do you know what number you want to be at?
Again, it's not finalized at this point.
Got it. Okay, guys, so give me some stories, some obstacles you had to overcome, to get to where you are right now. Some of the things, I guess, from like the day you came up with an idea of ThermaFLX and the product itself, to actually having the prototype and, kind of having the Kickstarter ready.
Right. So obstacles are inherent with any design, any new product. We've certainly been through our share. So in the beginning, design of the product, it was a challenge. Kind of what I spoke about with the intricacies of your body and different body types and making sure the product's going to work for the masses. We went through an unbelievable amount of work trying to get these things prototyped and ready and acceptable to a level that meets our quality standards for our customers. So kind of the background in our foundation is trust, respect, integrity, and quality. And that's kind of what we want to operate on. So coming up with a product that met our expectations up front was a big challenge. Once we got there, really setting up supply chain, our fulfillment and distribution partner, getting everything set and ready for launch, that all came pretty naturally to us. We have some individuals in the group that this is what they do day in and day out. They love it, and they're very good at it. So other than that, I mean, the global situation we're in right now with a pandemic is obviously impacting us. We were honestly trying to launch a little bit sooner. That was pushed out a bit because of the situation. I'm sure it's having a bit of an impact on our crowdfunding campaign and current situation with launch and funding. So, really, it's mainly the design that was the biggest hurdle. And once we got past that, I mean, it's really been exciting. We've been very proud of what we've accomplished and where we're at. And, we enjoyed the journey. we're going to enjoy where it turns up going, and we're really going to enjoy once it starts providing some relief to our customers.
Sure, that's great. And you guys, have you had any partners drop out? Have you started with 4 and you still at 4, or you had more partners?
We started off
Nope.
with 4, and then we actually added additional individuals, when we figured out we needed more expertise. So that's how we came to the current number that we are at.
And everybody has equity in the firm, right? In the company.
That's correct.
Okay, very good. Guys, so to sell the product, so what is your plan? Are you planning on selling it to major retailers? You're trying to team up with different wellness clinics or gyms? How do you see your product being sold on the market in the next couple of years?
Nick, you want to take that one?
Yeah. So basically, we are going to partner up with clinics and doctors' offices. We've actually already reached out to a bunch of different doctors, and chiropractors especially, and we've actually given our product for them to test it out, and they have been trying to get some of our products through us, but we haven't released any of them because we were not satisfied with some of the quality aspects of it. But the finalized version we've given out to a couple of chiropractors, and they're very happy about it. Then we are going to sell it off our website. We are starting to set up an Amazon store. Then we are wanting to expand into all the professional sports, then college level athletics, high school level athletics. And then military is a big market for us. So we've actually reached out to a couple of people who have contacts with military, and they seem very intrigued by the product as well. So it's multiple avenues, multiple channels, but we are planning on hitting every single one of them.
Got it. Okay, very good. I guess it leads me to my next question. What do you see your company in 7 to 10 years?
In 7 to 10 years, our goal is to be a widely recognized company, really coming from a genuine perspective of quality, authority on hot and cold therapy, and really just a basic and well-known means to be able to utilize the therapy for people to be able to recover and function day to day. So, whether that's on shelves at different sporting goods stores, at your therapy shops, like Nick said, chiropractors, doctors, e-commerce, just a widely recognized, well-respected brand.
Very good.
We want to be associated with relief. We eventually want ThermaFLX, the name, to stand for relief.
Got it. Makes sense. Very good, guys. You've done a great job at this point. A few more questions I have for you. What's your most, what's your favorite tool, I should say, do you guys use day to day to run the company?
Say that again?
What's your favorite tool? Like a tool, I don't know, I'll give you an example. For instance, we use HubSpot, as a CRM system, or, we use Trello for certain things. Is there a tool that you guys, is a go-to tool that you can't live without?
My go-to would be Zoho. So they have, it's just like it's an email platform pretty much, but you can actually use it to,
Zoho,
yeah. So that's, it's a big relief for in our meetings, our conferences, stuff like that.
Okay, good. And Ross, what's your favorite?
I would say the same. We utilize Zoho. We also utilize Trello as our rolling action items list platform to be able to maintain and track project milestones and critical activities. So between those two, we really manage our processes at a high level and have a lot of visibility on what's going on within the organization.
Got it. And how many members in your team right now? Is it only founding partners, or you have employees as well?
We have 6 people total.
6 people total. Got it. 4 founders and then 2 people just working for the company, right?
Exactly.
Correct.
Exactly.
Very good. Okay. And you guys, is it your full-time thing, or you still have part-time jobs? Do you maintaining your income, or just making the ends meet?
Right. We actually all have full-time jobs. And this is something that we're kind of doing on the side.
Sure.
And it's really turned into a full-blown passion. And I almost feel like we have 2 full-time jobs at this point. But, you know, we all do whatever is necessary to drive the organization and the company in the right direction, no matter what that takes. So
definitely makes total sense. Guys, I really appreciate your time. I thought it was very informative. You know, if our listeners want to reach out to you, what's your website?
It's www.ThermaFLX, ThermaFLX.com. You can find all about the product, like in our case studies, everything on our website.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you guys again for your time, and we'll be in touch.
Great. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.